How much does your current partner need to know about your past life? It's Y101. That's pretty much the subject of this morning's DM Dilemma. We are Adam and Allison. What does Friends with Benefits Bonnie say?
She writes, OMG, guys, do I need to come clean? I heard you guys talking about going to an ex's wedding, and it got me thinking. I'm planning my wedding, and I have one of my best friends on the invite list. We used to be more than friends.
Ooh.
My fiance has no idea that me and this guy were friends with benefits. I don't know if I should tell my fiance the whole truth before the wedding or if what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Please give me your honest opinion. Is it better to leave the past in the past, or would it be wrong for me to invite my friend without my fiance knowing the full extent of our history?
Every single part of my being wants to say, leave the past in the past. He doesn't need to know. But here's the only problem with that. The past isn't totally in the past because the dude's still in your life, Bonnie. Yeah. Like, you have to let him know that you're still friends with somebody who has seen you without clothes on. That's what we're talking about. Like, if I'm dating somebody and she is still friends with a dude who has seen her unclothed, like, I feel like that's something that I should at least know.
Okay, I mean, I can see that perspective, but I feel like I have to defend one of my friends who could end up in this situation.
Oh, okay.
I know that his very best friend is a girl, and I know that there was a time where they thought maybe a romantic relationship would be a good idea, and they quickly realized after a few hookups that they were better off as friends. But I could see them getting into this exact situation, and I know that he wouldn't not be able to invite his best friend to his wedding. She would have to be there. So if you get to that point where now the invites are going out, the wedding is happening, you don't want to not be able to invite your best friend, you might need to leave the past in the past and then just come clean as soon as the wedding is over.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great way to start a marriage. Like, right after all the candles are put out. Hey, just one thing real quick. That seems bonkers.
I know it does seem bonkers, but I'm just like, I feel like I'm owing it to my friend to play devil's advocate on this one.
Does Bonnie need to fess up that she was friends with benefits with a guy that she considers still her best friend, wants him at her wedding? Does she have to tell her fiance that? In the middle of a DM dilemma, we need your advice at 601-995-1017.
This text just says, no, don't tell. They don't have to know everything. He's just coming to the wedding. It's no big deal. It's in the past.
So they think friends with benefits Bonnie shouldn't say anything to her fiance about this friends with bennies that she had, that she's still besties with this guy, and wants him at their wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, man, keep it a secret. Oh, I don't like that advice, really. It just seems like a bad idea. 601-995-1017. I am so excited to talk to this person because they say they got to be anonymous. Anonymous, go ahead.
Yes, she needs to come clean to her soon-to-be husband.
What would you recommend her do if she does come clean to the soon-to-be husband and he says, don't want him at my wedding?
I mean, he's her husband. I mean, you don't want to go into a marriage, which essentially is a new life, a new chapter, covered in lies. Like, how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot?
Totally with you. I'm just curious, since you want to stay anonymous, is there some story? Like, are you speaking from experience?
I am still friends with an ex of mine, but I have to still respect my husband's wishes and my husband's boundaries and things of such, and keep that friend where they are, at bay. It's very afar. We're still friends. If I need anything, I'm sure they will be there, and vice versa to a certain degree. But at the beginning of the day, I have to be mindful of my husband's wishes.
Yes, very mindful, very demure.
The biggest thing. Very, very demure.
Hey, Anonymous, thank you so much for the call.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Felicia, what are your thoughts on the DM dilemma?
She needs to cut ties, don't invite the person, and move on, because if not, they're going to need therapy.
Wait, so you're feeling like she's got to cut this guy out of her life? Like, it's not even don't invite him, but like you need to be done being friends with him.
Period. If not, they're going to need therapy, not even a year in the marriage.
Wow, that is very interesting. So you're not currently friends with anybody that your ex is with or that maybe you hooked up with a couple times?
Only my baby daddy.
All right.
Honestly,
Hey, Felicia, you have a good one. Jesse, what are your thoughts, my man?
Well, I got to thinking, I'm going to look at this like Smoothie King. I don't know if y'all remember, but when you used to go to Smoothie King, you used to get a punch card.
Uh-huh.
The more you went, the more punches you got. So if he just visited the store one time, I'm not going to worry about it. But if he was a frequent flyer with all them punches and he got a free drink at the end, no.
All right, so we're going to have to see his punch card before we can
That's
determine
exactly
whether or
right.
not he's invited to the wedding.
That's right.
Pull out your punch card. Thank you so much for the call, Jesse. We appreciate you. And we were going to hear from Jerry, but Jerry just went away.
Oh, no.
So sad. I would have loved to have heard what Jerry had to say about this whole DM dilemma.
Yeah, I know. From the brief moment I got to talk to Jerry, he was going to try to defend this friends with benefits guy.
Oh, yeah, that's a
know.
guy that we've forgotten about
I
here.
know,
He's about to lose his best friend that he is still hoping he can hook up with someday.